still don't understand that health and wellness is really a holistic approach. So we have to also be well in the mind. And so today my guest, he has on his hat, let me spin the camera around for FB family to see that his hat says, just do it. So that's what we're doing today. We're just going to do it. I want to welcome a brother, in my space, thanks to my other brother, yes, Claude Big Stone. I'm welcoming King Hollis, all right? William Hollis. And he is in Jamaica right about now, kicking off a Rise Jamaica One Nation tour by Big Stone Records. And so it is a pleasure to welcome the King in the studio. Greetings, my brother.
No, greetings to you, Queen. I'm truly honored to be in this beautiful country. And I thank you, and I thank you, and I thank you so much, Queen, for having me on your show.
Oh, it's an honor here as well. We welcome you, we welcome you, we welcome you, yes.
Absolutely.
So is this your first time here in Jamaica?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
first time.
And you landed last evening, right?
Yep, last night, literally.
Last night.
9 p.m.
Oh yeah, last night,
Yep.
definitely last night.
Yep.
So, what have you been hearing about Jamaica before you landed here?
Well, I learned a little bit about Jamaica years ago. During the times when I was homeless, it was actually a Jamaican family in Toronto, Canada, that took me in and showed me what love was truly about. Showed me what unity and sticking together can do for a person. Like I said, they love me, and I don't know why. I don't know why the Creator blessed me with that beautiful family, but it taught me so much, and I think he was grooming me for what I do right now today in my life, and that's love on my people, and just let them know that we are royalty. We are so rich. Before anybody put a dollar in our hand, we are so rich with our melanin, our color, our culture, our history, and I'm just a young king that said that I'm willing to put my life on the line to help my people. And if God gave me a gift, I'm 30 years old, I'm traveling the world, I started homeless, you know what I mean?
So talk to us a bit about that though, King. How did you get homeless in the first place? Because you're pretty young, you're just 30.
Yes.
So tell me about that journey.
Well, just like some of the kids out here in Kingston, my mother passed of a heroin overdose. My father was a hitman, so he's incarcerated. So, like I said, no, that's in Pontiac, Michigan. I'm from Michigan, Detroit. Yeah. Pontiac, Michigan. So, my family just was, it was kind of split up. Like I never had. After my mother passed away, everything was in shambles. Like I was 17. Yeah, I was 17 years old. So I had to become a man before I became one. So, like I said, I didn't have mama to fall back on if I lost everything, or I didn't have grandma to fall back on if I was homeless or in college without food and things like that. I just had to be a man, and I believe the Most High. I believe our Creator is the reason why I was homeless, and he made me homeless so he can make me rich on the inside. You know what I mean?
Inside.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Rich on the inside.
So what about siblings? Your brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have two baby brothers and a big sister. Similar thing. Sister moved from Michigan, drove her own U-Haul, got enrolled in school, graduated from college. My mother just instilled in us that ain't nobody gonna take care of you, baby. You got to get it on your own, and like I said, I got the ability, like a lot of African Americans I got the ability to speak my life into existence and claim everything that I want. If I want to be the richest man to walk this earth, I'll be the richest man to walk this earth. If I wanted to be the most powerful man that walk this earth, I'll be the most powerful man to walk this earth. But like I said, Queen, I'm on your show today to literally reach those kings and queens in Jamaica, all around the world that has the same skin complexion of me, and because at the end of the day we've been neglected, we've been lied to, we've been bamboozled. They done told us what we wasn't and what we can't accomplish, how dumb we are, and the truth is we created everything under this sun. Everything you touch, everything you see, it come from us. And I told Big Stone when I first met him, Jamaica is just this. It's like a royal king walking through a desert. And as he walks through the desert, he's captured. And when he's captured, those other people put a drug in his body and they puts him in a deep coma. And when he was in his deep coma, they took his gold, they took his jewelry, they took his crown, they took his culture. And when he woke up, he had no idea who he was. But come February 22nd, those kings rise again.
Yeah. Because we're in a city radio station. As you can see, we're in the heart of the ghetto, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is so necessary that our radio station has themes of this sort to bring the likes of you, King,
absolutely,
here, to inspire and motivate. And we really say, big thanks to Big Stone.
Oh, yes. Big Stone, Big Stone, Big Stone.
He always comes with the wow factor.
He is in my eyes, he is the modern day Marcus Garvey reincarnated. And at the end of the day, this man reached out to me as a black king to teach. And a lot of older individuals don't understand. It don't matter how big that young kid is, how famous he is, or how none of that. That kid is fiending for knowledge. He's fiending for knowledge because without knowledge of self, knowledge of our history, you can never know who you are. And that's why I say it's just like a GPS. Until you got to put in your current destination to get to your next destination. And that's what I'm trying to do in Jamaica. And I'm not here just to speak. I'm here to learn. I'm here to feel the energy of my ancestors.
Yes.
Look my brothers and sisters in their eyes, feel the pain that they feel, and make it my duty to stand up as a black king and help create wealth amongst my cities. I was driving through here and I was like, why Jamaica can't have a beautiful apartment complex like we have in the States? Why can't we have contractors come through here and abolish these old buildings and build up something new for the new? We're rich and we have everything. Why use our gifts and talents to build their neighborhoods when we don't even use our gifts and talents to build our neighborhoods? So, like I said, Queen, Jamaica is, I believe, is the closest thing to heaven. It's the closest thing. It's the closest thing to heaven, and that's why. Yes. I mean, I've been studying greats like Marcus Garvey, Paul Bogle, Nadia the Maroons.
Yes.
I've been looking at people like that for a very long time, and Big Stone just filled me in, and he told me, like I said, Jamaica. This is I've spoken Milan Fashion Week for Philippine and Paris Hilton. I've spoken, like I said, Italy. Just came back from Australia. Like I said, Jamaica. This is my biggest speech of my entire life. This is my I Have a Dream speech from Martin Luther King. This is my Plymouth Rock. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us type of speech. And like I said, I believe in the world right now we're missing that Malcolm. We're missing that Marcus Garvey. We're missing that king that can look adversity in the eyes and not run from it, but run towards it. And
how did you get into? You could have been doing anything else. You could have been probably reading about you and another kid that's gone down. What was it that inspired you to get into motivational speaking in the first place? Because you're really doing you did a good job of it, and you're still doing a good job of it. How so?
The truth is, Queen, like any other African American young man, we grow up and we fight to save Mama. We fight to save her life. And what happened was, all God did for me was he basically intensified my calling. So when I say, what I mean by that is, basically, when my mother passed away, my whole life was surrounded around her, taking care of her, getting my queen out of there, putting her in a nice clothes. She wore my jogging suits, and she just never could feel like a woman. I wanted my queen to feel like a woman, and that's why I worked so hard. And it was frustrating as a kid, because you want to grow up fast and save Mama. But what God did was he took my mother away from me, and this is what he gave me. That same feeling that I had and conviction that I had to save my mother. He said, William, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take care of Mama. I'm going to bring her to heaven with me. And I'm going to let you help my people. Not just one woman, but billions of people. So the same heart and conviction that I had when I went to school and I played on the football field is the same heart and conviction that I have when I wake up for my people. I want my people to live. I want my people to thrive. I want my people to drive a Lamborghini. I want my people in mansions. I want my people to live royal like we were born to live. And I'm willing to die to make sure that happens.
Is that one of the reasons why you purposely have the king in your name and you continue to address why you think it's so important that we recognize that we're royalty.
Queen, I call you queen because that's what you are. I tell all my queens, only in the womb of a woman can a man breathe underwater. That's a god. It's not a woman. So at the end of the day, when I see my people, I'm looking at my people as royalty from the jump. I don't care if you're the alcoholic on the corner, the drug addict around the corner. No, I love my brothers. I love my people. They all I got. I feel like a good death is a man that knows that he gave the world everything he had in his soul, and he helped as many people as he can. Because I know that I'm not going to be the last. I know that I'm not the first. I just know that I'm a person that's going to continue and spark the minds of kings and queens worldwide. And it's going to be a young boy in Jamaica that stands out at Tony Spalding Stadium that watches William Hollis speak, and one day it's going to be him standing on the stage in the United States talking to other kids and other people all around the world. That's why I do this, because I know if those kids can watch a project baby like me rise from the slums, I could have been one of the biggest heroin dealers in Detroit, Michigan. I could have used this voice to lead kings down the wrong direction. But I just thank God, I thank the Most High, I thank my ancestors for pointing me in a direction and bringing me to Jamaica. Jamaica, this event in my time here is going to be equivalent to the time that Malcolm spent in Mecca. This is my Mecca.
What a comparison.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
Yeah, this is my this is my Mecca.
Yes. Big Stone.
Yes.
You did it. His cap says just do it, and you're doing it, brother.
I told you you would. I know you would. I know you would.
How did you get in contact with King here?
Well, the reason why I chose William King, I am a motivational speaker myself, so I know a great motivational speaker. You know, we look at Les Brown, and we look at Zig Ziglar, and we look at Tony Robbins, and so on. But when I peruse these brothers, these are great brothers, don't get me wrong, but they don't have the heart and the soul and the mind and the spirit of a William King Hollis. When I watch Rise, tears flows from my eyes, I'm saying. And then when I did the research on how he lived his life, you know, grew up, you know, protecting his mother in a heroin house. You know what that is? I spent 30 years in the United States. A heroin house is filled with needles and other heroin addicts, and it's a crazy place. You can lose your life there. So for him as a young kid to sit around and watching mama, it tells me that there's love in this brother's arm. You know what I mean? And then when I read further, I found out that he almost took his own life because, you know, things was going bad. He was like sleeping in different areas, don't have food and so on. His father is incarcerated in prison, and he was going to do it. But he went to speak at a school, and when he went to the school and spoke and left the school and picked up the gun and was on his way home to do it, the school called and said, Mr. King, how much do you charge to speak? And then from that day on, you know, goose people start running all over me, because from that day on, his house that he bought came from his voice. His car that he bought came from his voice. His jewelry, his wife, everything that he owns came from the ability to speak. So I'm saying to myself, if this brother can achieve so much, and then guess what? He put Marcus Garvey in the midst. And I'm saying, you know, Marcus Garvey mean to me. You know what I mean? Marcus Garvey's in the midst. I gotta get this brother. How do I get this brother? I don't have the money to do it. You know what I mean? I don't. So what I did was one morning about 6 o'clock, I had tears in my eyes, and I said, my people are dying. The murder rate is going haywire. What can I do? Close to the end of the year, 1,400 people killed. You know, women killed, children killed. So I went on his Facebook page and I left him a crying note. I said, please, Mr. Hollis, we need you, sir. Could you come to Jamaica and help me fight the struggle with my people? Less than half an hour he responded. I was elated. What? That's William King? I said, you're kidding me? And then from that day on, we were like father and son, he called me, because I'm, you know, a little bit older than him. He's 30 and I'm 62-ish, you know. But we've been having fun every day. We face talk, we talk, and guess what? We have to big up, you know, Rudolph Wallace too, for him as an outsider coming in and doing his thing and playing his part to help us to get Mr. Hollis here. You know, it's really amazing. I couldn't do it by myself. I did it with the help of many, many, many people.
Awesome. we're really excited because, you know, as you said it, you gave the stats a while ago, and it's not good. It's not a good look. Jamaica's a beautiful place. Jamaica's really on Mecca. It's awesome. You just have a few, as King said, misguided youth.
Exactly.
Need the motivation, the encouragement to recognize that they're kings as well. You know. I'm happy you're bringing him into Trench Town. Go ahead, my brother.
I wanted to. It might be a youth listening to this today, and a lot of people. I want them to understand this. You ask why these kids kill and murder and shoot. You got to think about it like this. If you're stuck in a place where it seems like you can never make it out, you can never thrive or be anything bigger than what you grew up around. Sometimes these guys will ask these guys, yo, take this dope here. These kids, you got to understand, they're dying to live. Some of these kids' only chance to travel is to do dirt. Some of these kids' only chance to see $1 million is to do dirt. So you ask yourself, are you willing to put your life on the line for you to live once in your life? Just to live once? And these babies think that that's the only choice. It's not the choice. One thing about our African American community, and we got to understand this, we could talk about many problems. We need capital. We need capital. Yes, we need capital. We need them babies to come to us. I bet if you had a line and you had a job lined up for that baby to come make $8 an hour, here's a bin to throw your gun in, and here's a job for $8 an hour. They're gonna throw them guns in that bin. They need the capital. Because anywhere where you trap, if you put a bunch of mice in a cage with one piece of cheese, once the cheese is eaten, they start to eat themselves. That's a part of the plan. That's a part of the plan. And you get all these people who make it out of Jamaica, but they never come back to their community. They think they're bigger than their community. They think they look down on their community. And they don't understand that they're the biggest problems amongst our community. Every African American that made it to the top was pushed to the top by a black man and a black woman. And I understand that the power to uplift our people comes from originality. It comes from transparency. Being able to look that kid in the eye, walk into that corner store, sit down in them trenches, eat that meal with your people, talk to your people, love your people, and let them know I'm not some messenger from thousands of miles away. I'm your brother that was stolen away, but I found my way back home. So the message that I have, I believe God put this message in me since I was a little boy, and I'm so prepared to deliver it. I'm so prepared to touch these babies and touch the king in them. In the Bible it says the kingdom is voice activated. You can't pick or choose if you're the chosen speaker or you're the chosen one. Only God can do that. In the older generation, sometimes they don't want to look at a young black king inspiring babies. And they're like, who is this 30-year-old boy? Who do we think he is? Out of me and not behind me. You're a king, I'm a king. You're royalty, I'm royalty. Bob Marley, Paul Bogle, Marcus Garvey, they're going to smile on February 22nd. And they're going to hear the earth shake when we done with this speech. I promise you.
I'm telling you.
5 minutes to the hour of 11 o'clock. We're almost out of time. We're here at Roots FM. And of course, we want to, and the message, of course, we want to remind you all that William King is also going to be the message of the Conscious Reggae Party at Devon House on Friday evening. And of course, the big event is coming up on Saturday. Please, Big Stone, talk to us about it. And we need to know the exact time when he's going to be speaking. People are going to want to know that.
Okay, first thing first, I want to big up the Member of Parliament for the constituency. That's Mark Golden. Thank you, Mr. Golden, for giving us access to the stadium, access to a place where we can reach out to our fellow brothers and sisters, our fellow kings and queens. So big up yourself. Also, I want to big up George Pang from Powerhouse Record Label, who made it possible by getting some of the finest artists. Because you know he has his record label, so he was able to reach out and get a Freddie McGregor. You know what I mean? A King Yellow Man. You know what I mean? A Josie Wells. You know what I mean? A Little John. You know, a Tristan Palmer. Yes, I have to big up these people. Also, I want to big up Carl Anderson from Mystic Sports Bar. He's one of our major sponsors. I want to big him up very much. John Thompson from Forever Young, big up. I want to big up also Prof I, because tonight I'm taking William King into Ultra Race.
Oh gosh, I have a show I would have come with you.
Yeah, madam, of course we have space. You can come with us. We're going to Prof I to beat that bingy drum until daylight. So Prof I, big up yourself anywhere you are, my brother. I love you, man. I love you so much. And Jamaica, this is a beautiful country. It took an outsider, King Hollis, to tell you that you're kings and queens. And guess what? Come February 22nd, we're going to do just that.
What time does the event start?
Well, at 10 o'clock we have the bounce about. We have to big up Lenny's Party Plus, party services. Lenny's is giving us bounce about for the children, free of all charges. Bounce about will be hooked up. We also want to big up Jimmy Leo from Leo Arc International. He has given us the system free of charge. We also want to big up Mr. From this Eloquence, what you call it, PA system. Eloquence PA system has given us their services free of all charges. At 6 o'clock the concert kicks off. It's free of all charges. We didn't want the community or the surrounding community to be able to come out of their pocket to hear the greatest speaker ever. The greatest speaker in the United States of America. I mean, he's worth millions. He command a fee of $25,000 to $30,000 to speak. And guess what he did for you, Jamaica? He waived it. He said, you are all valuable people. And he said, Big Stone, we can't put a charge on this. So thank you, King. Thank you so much.
No, thank you, Jamaica. She said, I'm over here smiling. I'm like, I used to have these dreams as a little boy, man, that one day I'll do something like this. And like I said, I think it's God just bringing it full. Jamaica has no idea that, don't thank me. I thank you, Jamaica.
See how humble he is? Thank you so much. But remember, you are one of the hosts for the event, so
I can't miss it.
You can't miss this for the world. It is historical. We want to big up Natty King also. Natty King will be there. As you know, Natty King will be a king. We also have the Fire King, the Jungle King, and we have King Yellowman. So it's just a congregation of kings. It's a congregation of
Rise Kings, Rise Kings. And I want to leave it out with one more thing. Jamaica, I don't want this to be an event where you just come and you dance. Let's stand together for once and for all as one country, one unity, no division, one love, and show these people how powerful a pyramid of black kings and queens standing together can be. To this day, kings and queens, they still can't build a pyramid.
Yes.
And the pyramid is nothing more than us standing together.
Powerful. Big up Kwame Patrick Romance also. He's one of our best cameramen. So we have to big him up on this also. And thanks everyone for the support. I could not have come this far without you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. And I really want to thank you once again for bringing King Hollis
Most definitely.
these events.
This is one of the biggest radio stations in the country. It's Roots 96.1. The voice of the inner city.
Right, so the tour has started. You're going to St. Anne later for
Yes, and later on for Prof I.
And then on Friday?
And Friday we're going up to Devon House for the Conscious Reggae Party. You're invited there.
Yes.
People want to see you, take pictures with you.
Yes.
And tonight we'll be on Bitter Sugar with Miguel Lawn at 8 o'clock, so you all can listen to Bitter Sugar, Best FM 100 on the dial.
Very good, Miguel Lawn. Thank you so much, Big Stone.
Not a problem. Anytime.
Bless her. Let's do it. Let's
Bless
do
it,
it.
Queen.
All right, right here on 96.1 on the FM. It's a Wellness Wednesday, and it's all about keeping ourselves